Guys, welcome to So Collective. I am back online again, or on a live again. It's been forever since I've done a live, literally like 3 weeks. I'm just talking here. So today we're gonna be pruning. Pruning. What else we're doing today? I don't know. There's this cactus right here. Look how unruly it's grown. You see that? It's like it's Johnson. This is a Johnson Opuntia. It's going off the edge. So I'm gonna just clip it like right here because it's starting to take the parent, like flipping it over. This I'm gonna leave alone. I want this pad right here to grow just a little bit more. It's a fresh pad, you see? It like just started growing, and there's another one coming right there too. So my new thing is like trying to get two pads to branch off first before I start, you know, snipping and cutting like a mad scientist or a doctor. So without further ado, let me grab my stuff to cut. I'm gonna need these tongs. So first things first. All right, can y'all see? Okay, awesome. So what we're gonna do is just cut these ones off the side. In the dark, it's getting so dark so soon, but I gotta get this done. So we're gonna grab right here. Y'all see that? Okay, y'all can see. And I'm just gonna cut right at the joint of the pad, like so. There we go. Nice cut. Now, what you can do is put sulfur on the cut area to, I don't know, stop infection or whatever. But I don't have sulfur, so I'm not gonna put any on there. But yeah, here we go. So now that part's been pruned off, as you can see there. And I'm just gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave this part alone. So let's go over here. Cactus. Okay, welcome to my makeshift workbench. Aim this down just a little bit. I think that's good. What do y'all think? I think that'll do. Cool. So, today, what are we doing? Maybe get a little closer. Awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, today we're going to be putting these mother of thousand seedlings. You see these? These have been out for a few days. No, it's been a week. So, my family was here last week, and I mean, I just didn't have time. I was driving them around Phoenix and to San Diego. And then I'm just going to let this is a Opuntia Johnson's hybrid. I'm going to let this dry out because I just cut it. If you missed it, I just cut it from the main plant. So this is just going to sit on the side for maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 days. Let this, okay, why am I putting it aside for 10 days? Because you see this cut right here? I need this to callus over so that when I go to put it in dirt, it has a good chance of taking root. If I put it in there right now, well, I don't know. It's just not optimal. But we also got adult mother of thousands. You see these? Look at all this. Now, some of these I picked up from, excuse me, the other pot, but I'm going to take them out and put them into smaller pots individually. These are the pots in question. I'm going to put them in here so that they can, let the roots run free. We all want to be free. Who doesn't want to be free? But right now, this pot is too crowded. And so I also got some makeshift bottles here as well. Um, you know, reuse. You drink all your orange juice at the market. You drink all your orange juice. Don't just toss it in the trash. Make a pot out of it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some drainage holes in the bottom. We're going to cut this little top out. We're going to put some plants in there. and see what happens. But I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be great. So step number 1, we need soil. Oh, before we need soil, I guess we need to cut this. So I kind of already started just to make sure that these scissors would do the job. I didn't want to get on live and then, lo and behold, I can't make a pot. So we're going to cut this thing. Man, it's been so long since I've been live. Really easy. And hey, if you got some empty orange juice, co-host. What's that mean? I'm not sure what co-host means, so I'm sorry. Someone invited me to co-host. I'm not sure what that means yet. I gotta look that up. So next part, cut holes in the bottom. So this is for drainage. And then I hope I don't stab myself. I should have got a knife, but it's too late. Okay, let's try this one. Plus that is there. Now, I think what you can do. No. This is not going to maybe a nail will do the trick instead of scissors. Nail is also not working. We gotta rethink this. You know what? Okay, pull off from the orange juice. Let's do this one. Ooh, okay, that one worked better. Scissors. Let's try a nail. Okay, that actually worked better. More control. Let's have a chance to stab myself. So this is a little party part. You don't get these at parties. I got it at a party. But yeah, I just put little drainage holes at the bottom. I might do one more. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a coffee strainer in there to prevent soil loss. This is a pretty small cup, so maybe a little smaller. Okay, now that's too big of a rip. I think that'll do the job. Okay, so we got at least one. I don't know how I'm gonna get into the bottom of this. Now I know you could probably, put this on a campfire or on an oven or something like that, and then melt it all the way down. Not melt it, but make this super hot, and then just it'll go right through. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do all that. So next step, make dirt. Today, to make my succulent dirt, because these mother of thousands, or I think it's called kalanchoe, they are succulents. So I need to make a succulent specific dirt. To make that dirt, I'm gonna use little cactus mix. I don't use this on my cacti because it holds too much moisture, which makes it super compact. But for succulents, I mean, shoot, they love it. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna use some perlite. We're gonna use some perlite, and we're going to use some coarse sand. You can get 50 pounds of this for $6. Loads. And we're also going to use this pumice that I got from an undisclosed location. I can't reveal where I got the pumice from. So, all right, let's get bucket to start mixing some soil. So here's the bucket that we got. I'll move this over here. Bucket. The ratio that we're going to use is 2 parts succulent mix, and then 1 part of everything else. And I don't know why I chose to wear white today. Like I wasn't going to be dirty. You know, that's how it goes. It's Monday. How's y'all's Monday going? My Monday was super busy. Currently filling in for someone at my job. So it's been kind of hectic. So we got 2 parts of that in here. Now, there's some scientific reason as to why you need, or like, and again, any advice you take from me, like I am not a cactus expert. I'm not a botanist. So take what I say with somewhat of a grain of salt. And always do your research. Never believe everything you hear, especially on social media. This sand is wet. That's not good. Okay. Yeah. So one part of all that, and then look. Y'all even see me when I turn? Let's see. Let's do that. Yeah. It's perlite under here. You know, I put this bucket on the table, but it's heavy. Guys, I want to look, and I'm not going to do that. Okay, there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let me know how your Monday's going in the comments. Some people say you should wear a mask. Trying to make it just like an ASMR type of video. And you just heard this AC that's blasting right beside me. And you know what? No one wants to hear loud AC noises. It's just not. It's not sexy. I don't know how much I even need this. I'm using a lot of materials. But now these other dollars have been going really, really good. My goal is to be able to sell them to people because I literally have live visibility restricted. Restriction? Interesting. I'm not selling any products. I'm not sure how to restriction. Oh, maybe because I said I was going to sell products? Interesting. Okay, so I'm not selling anything. But no, they've been doing really, really good. I'm so proud of the way they've been doing. A number of thousands. Oh, actually, I need to add another layer of colors. Oh, that's another thing too. When you make soil, you're supposed to put it in there and then stir at the same time. I have not been doing that, so I will make up for it. thing with that? Don't worry, I'll show you what it's like after. But yeah, I got 5 gallons of trucks, 5 trucks. Steel because, I mean, when it comes to pumice and perlite, pumice seems to be more expensive, but it's better at like slowly releasing nutrients and adding air to the soil. It's all fancy ways of saying making your soil better. For growth. I mean, but also to just prevent your succulent from suffocating. Because when your soil is too compact, it'll suffocate the roots of the plant. And no one wants to be suffocated. Not even plants. And so you add, sand, perlite, and what else is in there? Sand, perlite, humus. Just kind of empty spaces in the soil. Can't just keep going on. Let's just go to the top. So right now, status report. It's a status check. We're halfway there. But this time I'll make sure to stir it. I just had like 12 people on the line. That's so crazy. I think that's a PR. In the next videos, I want to wear this shirt that me and my brother created. My brother Brian. We partnered. And y'all can see that. We have a shirt. I'm not selling it on TikTok, so don't trick me. Yeah, not yet at least. But me and my brother, Brian, my youngest brother, created a shirt. And it's pinned to the top of my TikTok profile. And one day next year, I hope to make it live, and share it with fellow CYLTE Collective watchers. And he has a channel on YouTube actually, and Instagram called Sleep, SLEAP. And he does commissions, so if you're looking to have some art or commission, you like his design style or whatnot, hey, DM him. Tell him where you get the recommendation from. So, another thing, sand. But yeah, I came to my brother in August this year, and I was like, hey, man, I like your artwork, and I want to partner with you. And he, of course, said yes. And we made a shirt. It took like 2 months to make the shirt. So I was learning about how to do print on demand, the difference between a DTF and a DTG shirt, all those little details that go into making something. You don't have that experience at first, like every new idea that I have, it's a huge learning curve. Like one day I'd like to have CYLTE sounds, or that way you don't just listen to my voice the whole time while I stir burn and prune plants. Something playing in the background. But you also have to be careful with the copyright things. So I gotta learn how to make stuff on the line. I might just use this whole bag. What's the point? Might as well have that use the whole bag. Is this a scoop for it? I think it is. We're emptying this out. That was about the second scoop here. So this is all the succulent That's what I'm gonna make today. Solidified bed. And percolate. So yeah, I mean, me and my brother were just going back and forth. You know, lots of calls. We made a little contract agreement. You know, making it really official. Because I was expecting the worst. I was gonna be like, hey, bro, just make me this, and I'm not gonna leave you. It's pretty messed up. So we did everything right, and I think the shirt turned out great. And again, everything just going to see the shirt on the top of my TikTok page and my Instagram page too. Which I think we also just dropped a new video today. You know what, let's give the other hand a chance too. I feel like if I had to keep doing this for years, if I keep stirring this for years with just one hand, I'm gonna be like this. Like this, you know. I'm gonna like the bowlers, like when bowlers just bowl with like one hand, and then it's just, well, they do that in TV shows. I had never actually seen a bowler with one hand and two palms, and then with the small one. There we go. This might be my best smoker yet. I'm not even gonna lie. This might be the best one yet. I'm really excited to see how these plants respond to this. Let me see if they died. No, they're not, because I know this works. So we're done with that. As you can see, this is kind of like, well, I want to be a little closer to y'all. 1 second. I need to get in the gym. So this is kind of what we're looking at. This is 2 parts Miracle Grow cactus mix. 1 part coarse sand, 1 part perlite, 1 part pumice. All right, we're gonna do a question break. Anyone have any questions? Any questions that I can answer? Or questions from the past? Let's see, comments. I'm just scrolling the comments. Comment break. Okay, no questions. Oh. You've got a flash goal. What does that mean? A flash goal may appear in your live spontaneous start and retreat. Oh, okay. Whatever, that doesn't mean anything. Okay. From what I saw, no questions just yet. So, we keep it moving. I'm going to, well, this was wet, so I don't even know. This sand was wet. I'm gonna like let this somewhat air out. But we'll clean up later. I'll spare you all the details. But we have our soil. We already have a pot. So here's what we're gonna do. And I think right there's the best one. All right. I just feel like this needs to be back a little more. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Alright. So we're gonna do this. Oh, that's much better. So here. This would be cool too. Well, this would be cool too because then I can like maybe see the roots grow. So this would also be a little experiment. Take one of these. Well, this was like a group right here, so maybe we'll just do this group. Oh, actually, the maybe not block the view. Maybe a little more. also gardening season is about to end soon for my plants, but it's still warm out, so I'm still hurting the plants out there. Once the winter hits, they'll start. That was a bad planting. And a deeper bowl, please. I don't know how it's gonna grow, but you'll get experiment. And, you know, I'll just go ahead and throw in a couple of these guys too. Is this super tiny? Not my best work. But again, I'm just want to see, well, I just want them to live, to be honest. I'm going to put a little more. Let's do that. And it's just an experiment. They're so small, I'm not even going to worry about putting any, like, gravel on top. Ooh, this could technically be a cup or a pot. Now that I need to put holes in the bottom, wouldn't this be an interesting pot? I think it would be a pretty cool pot. I won't get rid of it, just because I'm curious. Next step. I really want to get into this thing. If I get a hammer, would that work? It's not a hammer. It didn't make it work. Why is this so difficult to get through? I can't tell if I poked through or not. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is the part that plant influencers won't show. Maybe they will show it. Okay, no, I think it's okay. Come on, baby. There's no way. Alright. Maybe this wasn't meant to be live. This one surely. This was just as hard. I did not. When I tell you, I had no clue. I had no clue this would be this stuff. Okay, no, that one was good. I actually got to that one. Oh. That was so much easier. I take it back. If you gotta wear shoes, you want to make them into a pot? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. I really have no clue. But it worked for this oregano pasta sauce. So we'll do it. Oh, that was so easy. That was so easy. Okay, that's 3. I want 4. Oh yeah, the twist technique is working. Also, guys, we're on X now. Still Collective is on X. If you have X, follow us at Still Collective to get updates. Like today, I dropped an update saying I was gonna go online, on live, not online, going online. Yep, twist. Yeah. I'm so restricted. If you know what restricted is, or restrictions are for lives, comment. There it is. I don't know. I've never seen that before. I think we're good now. I think I'm happy with this. Okay. We got 5 holes. I had to make sure that I counted that right. 5 holes. I'm going to do the same thing. This is a little tall though. And I don't really want this meat thing on here. Can I take this one? It's going to make a mess though. I'm going to leave it on. Let's cut this in half. I think right here will be fine. Nice little hole. Now, ideally, would you be using pasta sauce as a pot? No. You'd use like terracotta or something. But if you're looking for a low barrier entry point into planting plants, use what you got. Glass, of course, would be very difficult to get into. Nothing is hazardous. Look at this plastic can of plastic pasta, and now you got a whole pot. Let's take another one of these. 640. We're still gonna go on time. I will say, doing lives, the time flies by. It really does. For anyone who's still watching, what's your Halloween? Me and my fiance, we watched 2 movies. What was the first movie? Okay, well, just so I don't remember. Dang, couldn't get my hand in there. We watched Dark Shadows. Oh, we watched Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands and Dark Shadows. And we also watched Coraline too. So we just had a Tim Burton movie marathon. Who's ever had a Tim Burton movie marathon? So Edward Scissorhands was, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Dark Shadows was really cool concept. Vampire comes back in the 1700s, so now he's like, in the 2010s. And of course, Coraline, classic stop motion. What I did not know was that the lady in Coraline, she's called the Belting. Who knew that? I think I missed that as a kid. She's known as the Belting, which is old English for witch or hag. I'm gonna put one in there. Is this one falling in? Yeah. So, and I'm sure eventually they'll get their own pots too. You know what? I'm gonna give one of these his own pot. How about that? if I press this dirt down. Just gonna remove some of the air pockets. Well, remove them is a strong word, but like pretty cool, huh? Little plastic dirt pot, and it has drainage at the bottom, so that water can come out. So now I got 2 plants. We got a few more to go here. I'm not using electrics. I will have to go to the drawing board, figure out how to get into the bottom of those. Let's go. No, this one came up pretty nice. Well, let's put some holes in the bottom of this. We're efficient now. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's the stab twist technique. But no, Coraline is a great. What do you call it? It's a great story. You know, the dangers of wanting life to be perfect. And it made me think, about my own life and about my patience. Because if Coraline had just, I mean, her parents, I know they were neglecting her. I know her parents were neglecting her. I get that part. As a only child, that's neglected. And the injustice of neglection. But they were flat broke. They were trying to make money for their family. Well, you know, Coraline couldn't see that. She's a kid. And so, all she had to do was wait a little longer, and they were going to, like, release the garden catalog that would allow them to have money. But she couldn't wait. And then she went to seek something. And the enemy provided it for her. One of the things I want to tweet, not tweet, do you still tweet if you're on X? Like, just because you're at a red light doesn't mean that no one's trying to do, oh, a red light is light, doesn't mean no one's trying to do eventually. I won't stay red forever. Eventually it has to turn green, so you just gotta be patient. Which is easier said than done. I'm going to cut these end pieces off. Just so I don't stab myself with plastic. There was one time I was running through my house and I was just running. I was a little kid. And I cut a corner and there was a piece of plastic hanging off of a plastic bin, just like this. It was just like out there. And ran by, and I'm gonna tell you, I cut the scar is still right there. I mean, just cut it. It was bleeding like crazy. But it wasn't so bad that I needed stitches or anything. And it left a mark that I can still see to this day. Let's take... Which of these are doing... This one's doing really, really good. That root is so long. And I think some more dirt, and that will suffice. Dust off so that the leaves don't die. Like a blade. Made from the soil. Yeah. Actually, I can't wait to water this plant because then I'll be able to see the water go down. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty neat. So now I got 3 pots going. Now I'm going to go to the official plastic pots. Now these, like I said, these are the official ones. Like this is official, you know, I got 100 of these for $10. You can't beat those prices. It's like, what is that? Less than $1 each. So they already have tons of drainage holes in there. The water will come out. That's for sure. Check and see how much water about this stuff. It wasn't too much. Well, if you would cooperate with me, please, sir. Got that at the bottom to prevent soil loss. Some of my mixed up custom soil dirt. Now, in another video, I'm gonna repot a cactus. Should I do it today? I don't know. I'll do it another day. I need more lives. I need more excuses to go live. But then I also gotta hurry up because I don't want to repot it when as it gets colder. That's the thing about high-growing succulents. Or plants in general, they still have seasons. So, like, I've noticed the mother of thousands doesn't produce babies on the leaves during the winter. Like, once December hits, I'm kind of calmed down with all the baby making thing that it does. Hot. Put the wind down. Oh, I have it here. Slows down making babies and then it'll pick it back up in the spring. That tends to be the rhythm for most cacti and succulents. Their growing season, well, if they go dormant in the winter time, they start to go dormant in late fall once it cools down. And again, I'm thinking from the experience of Phoenix, Arizona. If you're in Michigan, or like Florida, it's a different story. My best advice is to, when you take advice from somebody, what zone are they taking it from? Because there's no one size fits all per se, It just doesn't seem like it. Let's see how those do. Okay, we got just a few more here, and then we'll call it a day. I'm also starting to get hungry and very thirsty. I need to start drinking water. Also, this is kind of like my seed starter, so I'm going to take this big one. Now, was that a good way to take out the cactus, succulent? No, probably just rip some roots, but it'll be okay. Take a trowel and dug it out in the first. Let's do this. Let's pour some out. Okay. Make this a little deeper. Yeah, like that. Like that. I can never plant in the middle. Okay, no, actually, no, that was in the middle. Let's see, every time I plant, it's always like a corner of the pot. Never right in the middle. I don't know if you can see this. Well, you can't see this right now, but we're building up quite a little line up here. You see? Well, I'm just gonna show what we're doing. But okay. So yeah, a few more plants. I'll go by twos because I still got a ton of baby seedlings. Honestly, I think I know what we'll do with them. I think I know exactly what I want to do. This kind of did better. Kind of. Yeah. I'm gonna dig you out. Also, whoever was watching, there was one person that watched they watched probably 40 minutes. Just I understand. This has been going on for. They don't keep timing on this thing. I've been doing this for like an hour. So whoever stayed on there for an hour straight, thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I should have told them while they were on the live. always wait to give people their prunes after they leave. They do well together. Give them their flowers while they're alive. Not when they're dead. At this point, y'all just have to vibe with me because the talking, I'm a little exhausted. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 2 times 5. That's a nice one. That was been too much. That was way too much. That's not good enough. Not the best. Okay. What else? So, with these 2, I'm gonna repot them as well. Alright, little break. Little break. Alright. Take another 2 of these. Okay. What is this? Oh. Yes, I'm still on live. Don't worry. I know. Even TikTok is like, wrap it up, bro. And I'm just gonna leave this one in there, but then give him some friends to share in the growth. I have so many of these, man. Yeah, just toss them in there. Whoever grows, grows. Whoever doesn't, doesn't. Okay. This one's good. Now, some of these, actually, a good amount of these, I'm going to put in another location. I'm only gonna do one more pot, and then I'm done. So the rest of these will go in one more pot. But I have a bed of, you see this? I have a bed of mother of thousands plants. But I'm not gonna put them in the bed. I'm going to put them over here. So I'm keeping some mother of thousands right here as well. Some of these, they just never really grew. So I'm gonna give them a second shot with these little babies. It was just a really rough summer, you know. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Also, I think the soil is just anyway. Who else? Yeah, we put some over here. I ought to take the soil out because it's rubbish soil. This was not a part of the plan, but it happened. Again, these are my experiments. I mean, a lot of them stayed good through the summer. A lot of them didn't. They somehow stuck it out. They suffered some scorching. Sorry, guys. And yeah, I'm just gonna like literally just toss them in there. They don't need too much attention. All right, back to this. So we're gonna do one last pot, and then I'm done. I'm done on everything. Come on now. All right, this is my last pot of the night, guys. You know, again, everyone who came and watched, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe on everything. We have a tap link in the TikTok bio, and YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and now we're on X. I haven't added X to the tap link yet, but it'll be on there soon. But yeah, I really appreciate all the support, and this is going to be a really great journey, a long journey, but one I think that's going to be worthwhile to see where this goes in, you know, a year, 2 years from now. All right, last one for the night. This will just be straight babies. Yep, just babies. I'm just gonna put them in there and see what happens. Yep, cover them up a little bit, or not. Cool. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. I am done. That is it. I will clean up all of this, but I will show you the results of everything. And I don't know how to flip this camera around, so we're just gonna improvise here. Voila. Look at that. We started off with this one right here in a little cup. Pasta cup. Another pasta cup right here. And yeah, those are all my mother of thousands, guys. So once again, you know, let me do it this way, face this way. Really appreciate y'all watching, supporting. Follow CYLTE Collective on everything. Like, subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna keep creating this community and keep making more plants. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great night. Take care.